Hi, I'm Nick, part of the Visualizing Virginia Tech History team. Before I talk about my work on the project, here's Paul Quigley to tell you more about it.
Hello, I'm Paul Quigley. I teach in the History Department, and I'm also Director of the Virginia Center for Civil War Studies. I'm standing right now outside Solitude, the oldest building on our campus, and it's really the perfect place to tell you about a project I've been working on for the last couple of years with a group of people from across campus. We call ourselves the Visualizing Virginia Tech History team, and in a nutshell, what we're trying to do is to help people see the university's past in new kinds of ways. We use creative technologies to uncover hidden histories and to tell new stories.
We used augmented reality to develop a historical tour centered around Solitude, the oldest building on VT's campus. From its beginnings as a log cabin that was expanded into a slave plantation, we explore Solitude and the surrounding land to uncover the hidden histories. We conducted a study on an earlier version of the tour to see if we were meeting the goals we had laid out. In reworking this section, we went back to the initial question of the VT 150 project. If this place could talk, what would it tell us? During the time that indigenous people like the Monacans and the Shawnee lived in the area, what might you hear standing on campus? We developed 2 soundscapes to help tell their stories.
Sound in art and history museums is often used to create immersive experiences. For visitors, environmental sound creates discrete zones of interaction between exhibit spaces and can invite discussion and reaction more naturally than in an uncomfortably quiet gallery. Like visual reconstructions, they help the visitor reimagine a time and place and contrast it with the present. Commissioned soundscapes for museum exhibits are generally simple, low volume, and historically appropriate. In this soundscape, we brought isolated recordings together for a context which no longer exists and cannot be created in a single recording: a 17th century Monacan town and an 18th century Shawnee war party camp. For indigenous groups with few or no language speakers, we took 2 approaches. The first is replaying non-culturally sensitive ethnographic recordings of a Tutelo man who spoke an Eastern Siouan dialect similar to that of the Monacans. The second was to bring 2 Shawnee speakers together to record a conversation with one another in their own separate homes.
For the use of soundscapes, new questions arise in the telling of historical stories. Can sound be used to explore everyday contexts throughout history? Can we reconstruct how sound traveled inside of historic buildings to help us get a better sense of household relationships, say between enslaved people and masters, or between children and parents? Can historical research be used to help us understand the soundtrack of an individual's life?